Hey guys, welcome to Shay's Tube, and thank you so much for tuning in tonight. I told you guys I was going to come back so I can do my regular live for you guys. So I'm back. We're going to be talking about a lot of different things tonight. We're not going to be here long, but we are going to cover these three topics. One is the $15,000 for you know what, also the 215 bodies found in Jackson, Mississippi, and then a man. I don't know what I just wrote up here. Executes ex's new boyfriend, and then also Cat Williams news. All right, so we're gonna go over that real quick tonight, y'all. But before we do that, I just want to ask you guys to show some support by thumbing up this video if you enjoyed this content. Also, subscribing to this channel if you are not already subscribed, and hit the bell notification so you can be notified of any upcoming videos. All right, and guys, let me go ahead and do the copyright disclaimer. Under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, commenting, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, research, and etc. Like always, that entire copyright disclaimer is in my description area of this video. It will be in the comment area, and part of it is about to be scrolling across this little screen right here. All right. Welcome to everybody. Welcome to everybody in the bushes. Welcome to everybody who watches us in the replay. Welcome to all my new subbies, and thank you to all my subbies that's been with me from day one. Hold on for 1 second, y'all. Let me put this necklace up. All right. Oh, man, I'm kind of tired, y'all, but I wanted to go ahead and do this live so I won't get behind. All right, let's see who's in the bushes. I mean, not bushes, the chat. Hey, Carl, thank you so much, honey. Good night. All right, thank you for stopping by. All right, let's see here. Let me take Carl's thing off. All right, so anyway, guys, let me give another minute, and then we're gonna start off. Okay, let me just clean up my glasses. Maybe some other people will come in, or whatever the case is. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and cover this first topic first, guys. Okay, let me turn this music back on because I'm kind of bored already. Because I don't hear any background. Let's see. I need something because I'm about to fall asleep up here. I'm gonna be perfectly honest. All right, so let's go ahead and just go by these news articles one by one, the stuff we're going to be discussing, so we won't be here too long tonight. All right, so anyway, I'm going to do Cat Williams last, okay, because we talk about him so much, it's like a lot, you know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and cover the story about the dude who dressed up as a delivery guy, okay? And he actually lured his ex's new boyfriend outside, and then he executed him. Okay, this is why I be telling you guys to be cautious who you talk to and who you date, because people be having some crazy ass exes. Okay, and what this dude did right here to this ex, because I guess he was mad, he was jealous, or whatever case is, it's just unacceptable. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why these people keep on doing all these violent episodes and can't take rejection, can't take the fact that people move on and they start doing crazy stuff, you know what I'm saying? And taking people's lives and stuff that didn't even have anything to do with any of this. You see what I'm saying? They just start dating, or, hooked up with your ex, or whatever the case is. Even if they hooked up with your ex while you and her was still together, or either, she was cheating, or whatever the case is, it's still, for me, it is still no reason for anybody to, assassinate somebody over some other person, you know, cheating or moving on. It's plain and ridiculous. It's like today, people don't know how to take rejection. They first run to, I hope y'all can hear me, but they first run to any type of weapon that they can find when they get rejected, or whatever, or get told no or turned down, or whatever the case is. And honestly, It's just unacceptable, and we need to do better as people. You know what I'm saying? It's too much unnecessary violence, happening in this world today over foolishness. So let me go ahead and tell you this story. And this actually happened in, what was the name of my city? Shit. I know this is not Georgia, but I'm thinking it is. And it actually is. It actually happened where I used to live at, in Marietta, Georgia, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, let me tell you the story. And this is by Law and Crime, okay? A man dressed up as a delivery driver. He lured his ex's new boyfriend out of home, then executed victim on his birthday. Okay, that's crazy. So anyway, a 33-year-old man in Marietta, Georgia, was arrested last week after he allegedly dressed up like a delivery driver to lure his ex-girlfriend's new boyfriend out of his apartment on his birthday and then executed him, just shot him down in what authorities called a pre-planned, premeditated attack. This dude, Donovan, was obviously, clearly so daggone mad about that he sat right at home or wherever and thought of how he would execute his ex's new man. Anyway, Donovan Carter was taken into custody on Wednesday following a multi agency manhunt and charged with one count each of MURDER, felony MURDER, aggravated assault, and possession of a firearm during the commission of a crime and the slaying of 40-year-old Kenneth Cunningham, authorities announced. According to a press release from the Marietta Police Department, officers at about 10:30 a.m. on January the 3rd responded to reports of a outside of an apartment complex in the 2100 block of Cobb Parkway South. And I know what Cobb Parkway is. Upon arriving at the scene, first responders located a male victim on the ground just outside the apartment complex, suffering from multiple wounds. The victim, later identified as Cunningham, was pronounced unalive at the scene. Investigators quickly discovered that Cunningham was a resident of the apartment building and had just exited the building when he was fatally SHOT. Okay. Shortly after the SHOOTIN, officers from the Cobb County Police Department, the Smyrna Police Department, and deputies from the Cobb County Sheriff's Office all responded to the scene to assist in the investigation. Anyway, police spoke to witnesses who said they saw a slender male around 6 feet tall fleeing the scene immediately after the shots rang out. Hours after the attack, police said they were confident that Cunningham was specifically targeted and that was not a random act of violence. Late that night, police apprehended Carter after pulling over his car and booked him into the Cobb County Adult Detention Center. Police later stated that Carter had planned out the assassination of his ex's new boyfriend, even going so far as to allegedly dress up as a delivery driver to draw Cunningham out of the apartment. The suspect did overly unintentionally drive over an hour to this location, premeditated, and planned this event posed as a delivery driver. Marietta Police Department, Marietta Police Public Information Officer Chuck McFlemmy told the Atlanta Journal Constitution Carter then lured the victim out of his residence and then proceeded to SHOOT him multiple times. The sheriff also told Atlanta NBC affiliate WXIA that Cunningham was actually expecting a package that had nothing that had not yet arrived on the date of the shooting. He was expecting a package. He was being lured out of his own apartment under the guise of there is a package waiting for you. And it was only then that the suspect confronted him and brutally shot him. Authorities further confirmed that Carter's ex girlfriend is not suspected of being involved in this fatal shooting. Speaking out about Carter's arrest, the sheriff said the arrest was the product of multiple law enforcement agencies working together with a singular goal. All right. So I'm not going to read the rest of this right here because the sheriff is just talking and everything. But the thing is, it's just too much, like I said, too much senseless crime going on. Now, you mean to tell me this dude, 40 years old, was that jealous, that mad at his ex finding a new man that he actually sat there and planned this entire event and then proceeded to carry it out and executed her new boyfriend who did not have anything to do with them other than he was dating this lady now. And she was broken up. So why did this dude feel like he needed to come there and do this? That is crazy. Let me go ahead and read a couple of these comments real quick. Science said there was a dude last month who thought he was unaliving his ex-girlfriend's now boyfriend, but he actually unalived the wrong man. And this guy drove 6 hours to do this. Y'all, again, you better be very cautious when you're meeting these women and men, because you never know, what their exes may do. You just don't. I mean, this doesn't even make no sense. You know what I'm saying? What happened to the time when you break up with people, everybody just moves on? You know what I'm saying? Just move on and get you somebody else. Because if you go ahead and murk somebody, right, you get caught, you're gonna get caught eventually. You're still not gonna be with that person, okay? And eventually, that person is gonna find somebody else, and you're gonna be seeing your dumb self in prison. That don't even make no sense. So London said, "You took a man's life over an ex. Now you are going to spend the rest of your life with men. He's gone, and you are too. Plan this hunted. You plan this hunted him like a hound dog. She found someone to treat her like she wanted to be treated. Every agency in the U.S. of A should have hunted you down." Like I said, it don't even make no sense when people commit crimes sometimes. Because if you mad because your ex moved on and she or he got a new person, right? And you get so mad that you plan and go out here and execute this person because you don't want them to be with the other person. I mean, what is the purpose for that? Because if you hunt somebody down, if you murk somebody, period, regardless if you hunt them down or not, um, once you get caught, you're not going to be able to try to reconcile with your ex. And then your ex is still going to find somebody else in the long run and be dating someone else while you sit your dumb self in prison and possibly on what's the name road. That's stupid. It don't even make no sense. It's much like when people steal money and stuff and do illegal activities thinking they would never get caught. And and they be saying they don't want to go to jail or anything, but they still doing illegal stuff and putting themselves in the risk of going to jail. So why even continue on doing illegal stuff if you claim that you don't want to go to jail again? I mean, it just don't even make no sense. Just like this guy, that's not making no sense. Anyway, the next commenter said this guy should get the what penalty. What a jealous, mean, and evil person he is. Rest in peace to the victim. And I agree. Now somebody raised this question. I did too. Somebody said, "How did he know the victim was expecting a package delivery? This is horrible, and he should get no bond or chance of parole. Plan was well thought out, but I believe someone else may have some answers to the right questions." And that's the same thing I was saying. How did he know that this dude was expecting a package? Who told him that? Or did he just do it out of, he just did it and just out of a coincidence, the guy was expecting a package. Now, if who would all know that the dude was expecting a package? You know what I'm saying? So they need to find out who knew this and go question these people, this person, because that could be a tie in the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Um, but they already know who did it and everything. But I'm just saying, it's somebody else. I'm just thinking somebody else was giving him information, and they said they cleared the girlfriend. So um, I don't know who that person could have been. You know what I'm saying? Maybe a neighbor. But why would the neighbor be telling this dude that? It's just very weird. Okay, Beverly said premeditated. How awful. Did he think he would get away? He probably followed the victim. No telling how many times he had been following them. Mm. Okay, so Miss Diane, who also lives in Marietta, said death penalty, bruh, over a woman, really? Say goodbye to your days of freedom. Cobb don't play. Cobb County, Georgia, don't play. And she is correct. They really don't. Okay, somebody else said it's always over a woman. This should come as no surprise. Everything a heterosexual man does in his entire life ties back to a woman. I wouldn't say everything, but a lot of things do. But like I said, this is a senseless act. And to be this jealous, to be this crazy, this evil, this everything negative, to actually plan some out and then to go out there and shoot your ex's new boyfriend down because you're mad that she moved on. That is crazy, y'all. And he deserves every year that he gets in prison. He really does because he does not need to be let out. That is ridiculous. Who does this? I mean, a lot of people do it, but who does this? And this is exactly why I stress that you have to be careful when you're dating people because you don't know who they dated and what they're capable of. You know what I'm saying? You have to make sure you watch what you're getting yourself into because some of these men and women are just obsessed, over people, over their exes and shit, and they just don't know how to let go. You know what I'm saying? They just don't know how to let go. All right. Let me turn something back on real quick, y'all. Hold on for 1 second. I need to get my thing to my hair is itching. So yeah, that's very unfortunate. My condolences are expressed out to this guy's family members and his friends and things like that, and his girlfriend and all that. It's a shame. He had to lose his life over this right here. You know what I'm saying? And I wish people would stop. You know, dealing handling situations by using violence. And I wish people would also learn how to deal with rejection and accept that and realize that people do break up and move on, and you should move on. You know what I'm saying? Because it just don't even make no sense. If you murk somebody over an ex, right? No, if you murk your ex's new boyfriend or girlfriend because you don't want them to be with your ex, unaliving them is not really the answer. You know what I'm saying? Because in the end, they're still going to be with somebody else, and you're still not going to be with them. And plus, they're going to not like you. They're going to hate you. You know what I'm saying? Because what you did. So how is this a win-win situation? It's really stupid, and people don't think when they do stuff. That's why I say you have to think. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Okay, somebody else says she was in on it. Read between the lines. How did he know dude was waiting on a package to be delivered? Right. That's the same thing I said. I don't want to say that she was in it on it because the police cleared her, but that doesn't mean that she is still cleared or she'll be cleared still cleared, days or weeks from now. If they find any evidence that suggests that she did help her ex. I don't know, y'all. These some of these people do some weird shit. You know what I'm saying? You just never know. I'm still trying to figure out how did he know to dress up as a delivery person and that the new boyfriend was expecting a delivery. How did he know this? And they didn't say anything in this article about that either. But anyway, again, my condolences are expressed out to his family and friends and everything. And may he rest in peace. And hopefully justice is done on this other dude. And also, if he did have somebody help him, I hope that that person is also caught and apprehended. All right. Okay, somebody, let me just read this comment real quick. Somebody said it doesn't say he was expecting a package. It said that Demond dressed, no, it said that Demon dressed as a delivery person, so he knew it would be easier to get him to come outside. Also, the dude could have followed his ex to the new man's house. I don't know about that. I still say it's quite odd, that he would know that that the new boyfriend was expecting a package, because he could have came there dressed as anybody. He could have came there dressed as anything besides a delivery person. You know what I'm saying? So why did he dress as a delivery person? He had to know that this dude was expecting a package. Somebody else said he should not have pissed him off, I guess. The new dude was probably running his mouth and paid the price. The ex probably told new boyfriend a bunch of shit that went on, and this guy tried to play superhero and found out that this guy didn't play. I don't know. I don't know which one it is. Mm-mm-mm. Okay, Cindy said the same thing I said. She said, damn, when it's over, it's over. And just go on with your life. You can't make nobody be with you if they don't want to. He should get the you know what penalty. Prayers to the family and friends. May God bless them. Somebody said the same thing I said. Got to start asking these people about their ex. So that, like I said, it's just a shame and a pity that that happened. I don't see any pictures of these people. Somebody else said that he was a handsome dude, but I don't see the pictures. Maybe they looked him up and found out what he looks like. But anyway, it's just crazy. You know what I'm saying? And again, it's a sad situation. And it's a shame that people don't know how to deal with rejection in a better way. You know what I'm saying? Versus always wanting to go out and murk people over men and women, moving on or turning them down. Just plainly crazy. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and go over the next story. So let me just tell y'all what Steve Harvey said to Cat Williams. Okay, we'll just jump to Cat Williams real quick. So anyway, Steve Harvey finally claps back at Cat Williams, and then he issues a warning. So let's see what he said here. He sent he went to he sent his response ricocheting through the airways by delivering a warning to people who wrap their half truths in lies. So let's see, what did he say? Let's see. Okay. Let's see. So this is what. Let me just go back over what Cat Williams said about him. Okay, I'm not going to read all of it. Okay, but I'm going to read just the part what Cat Williams said. So Cat Williams said this about Steve Harvey when he was asked questions about on Club Shay Shay. Cat Williams said, "You couldn't be a movie star. There are 30,000 new scripts in Hollywood every year. Not one of them asked for a country bunking black dude that can't talk good and look like Mr. Potato Head. There ain't none. You have to have range." That's what he said about Steve Harvey. Okay. Okay, let's go down. So they said at first Harvey's only retort was this quick cryptic message he fired on he fired off on January the 7th. He said, "You don't have to address your haters 100." Okay, that's what he did on January the 7th. Then let's see. Then he said on his Steve Harvey morning show, he said, "Be careful when you hear something that's laid out to be the truth, and because the person that's telling you what they say is true is speaking elegantly. Don't be deceived by that." Okay, that's what he said. He said, "There are some people who know how to lie so well, they know how to sprinkle in just enough truth and wrap it inside their lies, where they got you thinking someone is telling the truth." And he is right, because you got some that's right here on YouTube that do just that. But anyway, I still believe Cat, and I don't believe he's lying. But that's what Steve Harvey said. Somebody else who wrote a comment in the comment section said, "I believe everything Cat Williams said about Steve Harvey, ripping off Mark Curry. Mark Cooper retired from the NBA to become the basketball coach and later the high school VP. Steve Hightower left the music biz to become the music teacher and later became the high school VP." And that was by Cat Williams. Okay. So anyway, hmm. So let's see what else here did they say. So they was just people was just like, bashing Steve Harvey, actually, saying stuff to him in his comment section. One person said, "Hey Steve, why you give out relationship advice and have over 3 failed marriages?" Um, and then somebody else said, "But is it true?" Like I said, I believe Cat in regards to that. You know what I'm saying? And I thought I read something before that somebody vouched for Cat and said that it was true. You know, Leon said Steve just lied again. A few days ago, he said he was going to address his haters. "I know one thing for sure: this clown ain't never been funny." Okay, somebody else said, "Yep, Cat is right. Steve and Kevin Hart are both no talent." A lot of truth to what Cat is saying. Somebody else said, "So they are rich because they have no talent." Yeah, a lot of people are rich and don't have no real talent. That's nothing new. Okay, so Dex is really mad. He was like, "F Steve Harvey." He actually wrote the entire word, Fuck. And then he did an exclamation point. So he really don't like Steve. He said he did indeed stole Mark Curry's act from 1999. It's all over YouTube. That clown Harvey is just trying to save face. Like Kat said, he's the black Mr. Potato Head. Okay, here we go. Somebody say, "You mean like Friends stole the idea for their show from Living Single? Why aren't you people jumping on those, you know what, folks?" All right. But anyway, um, it is what it is. I believe Cat Williams regarding that. Okay. And, other people vouched for Cat Williams and said that that was true. So I definitely believe that regarding the Steve Harvey. incident, point blank. And I don't care what all these other people talking about because it just sounds like it's correct, honestly. And so, did y'all know that Kevin Hart's ex-wife Tori Hart is joining Cat Williams on a comedy tour? That's kind of weird. That's very strange, but hey, got to make that money, I guess, right? Mm-hmm. Let's see. So did y'all know that Mary Lou Retton is on her, you know what bed? That's the Olympic legend. Okay, she was hospitalized and needed a GoFundMe campaign to help pay for her care. So I guess she's on knocking at you know what door, and they just expecting her to be succumbing soon because she's close to that. So that she does have a GoFundMe page. I guess you could just type in her name and donate to her. And she was the first American to win the gold in the individual all-around competition at the 1984 Summer Olympics in Los Angeles. Okay, in in gymnastics. Okay, she had a perfect 10 on both floors in vault to close out the competition. She also went on to collect 4 additional medals: 2 silver in the team all around in vault and 2 bronze for the floor in uneven bars. So yes, she is fighting for her life. She was diagnosed with a rare form of pneumonia after displaying symptoms that mystified her doctors. She said she was constantly tired and out of breath. Doctors did an x-ray and said her lungs were not even visible. Dang. They also gave her tests for CV-19, RSV, and the flu, and they all came back negative. And they said the doctors were actually um, growing concern as to whether or not she would live through the night. So as of right now, the family is gathering to say goodbye. Um, and I guess some of the things did turn around. They said her medical team decided to pump high flow oxygen through her nose. Her lungs slowly got stronger, and after a month in the hospital, she was cleared to go home. She said, "I'm not great yet. I know it's going to be a really long road, and she still requires oxygen." Oxygen. So now she's not looking DEATH in the eyes, and she says she's looking forward to resuming on with her life. The way they wrote this story, though, they made it sound like she was still fighting for her life. But I'm glad the treatment that they gave her worked. Hopefully she makes a full recovery and gets better. So people are complaining about the donation she was asking for because they said that she should have insurance and things like that. But I don't know. Yeah, they're saying a lot of negative stuff about her in this comment section. Then somebody said she's a phony, looking for attention. You people who donated to her GoFundMe, I have a bridge for sale. You idiots. Okay, somebody else called her a fraudster. Does she think going on TV looking like a homeless person will make her look less guilty of exploiting the crowdfunding? Somebody said, "What are you talking about, boy?" But anyway, I'm glad that she's better. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what her economical position is at this time. We just don't know. You'll be shocked how many people, celebrities and famous people get into situations where they don't be having the things they need to have. And some of it is money. So we just don't know. But anyway, I do wish her unlimited blessings, and I hope she does make a full recovery. Point blank in my prayers. Okay, we got to move on. All right, let's see. What time is it? We've been on here 35 minutes, not that long. Yeah, I don't take those together. Okay, let's go ahead and do this right here. Okay, so Cat Williams also was talking about Deion Sanders. I'm gonna tell you guys what he said about him. So let's see what he said about that. I'm not gonna go into all this other stuff. Okay, so here we go. Hold on. So anyway, he was asked about Deion Sanders and his impact on culture. So this is what he basically said. He said, I'm saying anytime a great individual, regardless of what he does, finds something he can be great in, like that's going to work. Sanders is a motivating factor in an asset. He always has been since the Jerry Curl days. Those are the leaders of men that we discussed earlier. An eternal optimist, someone that's clever and about books, and hard work, in discipline. As a Black person, we should be so lucky as to have a Black coach like that. And as a non Black person, what a great job. So that's what Cat Williams said about Deion Sanders. All right, point blank. Let's see what some of these commenters said here. Well, they're talking about somebody said, "Who is Cat Williams?" And then somebody else said, "For real, the realest comic comedian there is." Okay, Debbie said Williams must be high as hell. Sanders is a clown. All right. Okay, somebody else said, Deb, when you talk shit about my NFL husband, Dion, we have problems. But anyway, I'm glad he spoke, nicely about Deion Sanders. You know what I'm saying? So that's a positive thing right there. Okay, let's see what else we got here for Cat Williams, y'all. So the Ray or D. Ray Davis, he wants to do a stand-up comedy battle. All right. He said, take it to the stage, all of them. So he wants all of these people to get up on stage, these comedians, that Cat was talking about, and since they was mad about it or whatever the case is, he want all of them to get up on stage and do a battle. And you know what? I think that would be a good idea. I think they should do it. You know what I'm saying? Because I think it would be fun. I think it would be something exciting to see, and it'll definitely generate a lot of ticket sales, or if they do it at, even if they do it on TV, they would have a lot of people watching it. Okay, so hopefully they can do this all out joke battle. You know what I'm saying? That would be a good thing to do. They can even do it on a podcast. They can even do it on Club Shay Shay's podcast. You know what I'm saying? He should have all the comedians that Kat was talking about. Cedric the Entertainer, um, even Mike Epps, have him up there. They're friends, but still have him up there. And he wasn't really talking about him like that. He was joking. That's what he claims anyway. Um, who else? Kevin Hart, Ricky Smiley. Um, I forgot who else he was saying stuff about, but he need to have them all up there for real, for real. And they should do a whole battle. You know, see who can a joke battle, just like they said. See who can win this. So maybe they will, do this. Steve Harvey should be there, all of them. and they would probably get a lot of views, especially if they do it on a podcast. You know what I'm saying? Somebody who has a podcast should do something like that. Have all of them get up there and do a joke battle and let them battle it out right there on the podcast. That's what they should, or either do it on stage. Either way, they should do it. Yeah, excuse me, I think it's a good idea. Somebody said they don't see any of them outdoing Cat. He writes his own stuff, and his ability to engage the audience is above them all. He markets and promotes all his own shows, etc. The only other comic I see that is interactive is Ernest J, and he's not active right now. She said the rest are just home and storytellers. Not that they are not funny, because they are, but they are not Cat. Then there's my dude, Dave MF Chappelle. Yeah. All right. A lot of people saying facts to that. But I would like to see that though, because I do think that Cat Williams will probably tear all of them up, but that would be fun to watch. You know what I'm saying? Because Cat is not going to cuss or anything. They're going to probably be cussing. So that's going to make it even more funnier, because it takes a lot of skills to be able to tell jokes, you know what I'm saying, without using any type of profanity. So that would be good to see. And that way they can hash out their differences right there on the daggone stage. And hopefully they do it. Somebody said, oh, yeah, now that would be the best way to deal with that. Fans will be the judges. No favoritism. May the best comic win without no bloodshed or anyone getting feelings and want to pop the trunk. Team Cat all day. Oh, somebody said Cat can't. Y'all fools food. He throws out Illuminati accusations, and he's wearing a chain filled with masonry symbols. When y'all gonna learn the one doing the most telling us is the one mostly involved? Okay, somebody else said, welcome to the United Satanic of America, bruh. Poke woke or something like it says. It's just an old chain. A cabin that doesn't clarify who you are as a person. These celebrities stay wearing Jesus pieces, but yet they stay screaming Lucifer's name. It's all about where your heart is, my guy. Me putting on a police badge doesn't make me a cop. Hope you catch my drift. All right. Okay, somebody else said, I love comedians, short or tall, and Cat Williams is telling it on all. Don't matter if you are big or small, Cat Williams ain't sparing none of y'all. All right, that's cute. That's cute. So let's say that again. I love comedians, short or tall, and Cat Williams is telling it on all y'all. No, don't matter if you are big or small, Cat Williams ain't sparing none of y'all. All right, Mick. All righty. Somebody said, let's do a real Kings of Comedy without Steve Harvey. None funny ass. Cat Williams, Dave Chappelle, D.L. Hewley, Earthquake, and D. Ray or D. Ray. I think his name is D. Ray, right? Oh, and Eddie Griffin too, y'all, because he is funny. I'm trying to think. I was watching something with Eddie Griffin. Oh, I can't remember. Did he used to have a sitcom that came on with Malcolm, the guy from Bill Cosby show? I think he did. And I used to be cracking up laughing at him. You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen Eddie Griffin in a long time or anything. You know? Somebody said Cat is not even funny. He's just a weird little guy. That is crazy. Yeah, but anyway, that would be a good thing to see, and I hope they do actually do something like that. Because honestly, like I told you before, I don't really be watching comedians, but I would definitely check this out, because I know it's going to be a hot ass mess if they was actually able to, get them. Let me say this: if they was able to actually get them, all on stage together, the ones that he was talking about, and have an actual joke battle, that would be damn great to see. and that's on everything. So let's just hope they do, be able to do this, because that would be, a good thing to see, for real, for real. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and move on. So Christian Keys, y'all. I guess some journalists asked him about the stuff that he was accusing. Um, well, no, I'm not gonna even read the story because he's talking about his show. I thought he was talking about something more, like the stuff that he was saying. So this is actually about his show and stuff like that. So I don't even want to talk about that. Okay, so scratch that out. Shit, man, oh man. Mm-mm-mm. Let's see. Okay, so let me go ahead and get this next story real quick, y'all, because we've been on here for 46 minutes and it is 11:21 here on the West Coast. So let me go ahead and do this. Okay, so I think I did everything with Cat Williams asked today. Okay, so if anything else comes up, I'll let you guys know tomorrow. All right, and as far as, let's talk about the 215 bodies found in Jackson, Mississippi. Okay, real quick. Now, I wasn't going to say anything about this because other people are covering this and things like that, but it ties in into that case. Remember, I told you about the case. I think I forgot the guy's name, Dexter or something, I believe. And I was telling you that they basically um, buried this dude in a shallow grave, I think, like at the prison cemetery, unmarked, and his mom did not even know he had, passed on. And it was like the police department was like covering it up. I told you all about that story. Well, anyway, that story right there, and what the mom, I guess, what the mom did, brought note, she made everybody know the stuff or whatever the case is. This is what prompt them, I guess, to find these 215 bodies in Jackson, Mississippi. But anyway, this article says an alarming situation has unfolded in Jackson, Mississippi, where 215 bodies were discovered buried in unmarked graves behind a state jail. Families of the deceased were left in the dark until last month. Some grave sites were only identified by a number in a metal rod, raising concerns about the lack of transparency and respect in handling the deceased. The families of the deceased attorneys are calling for a thorough investigation into the circumstances surrounding these unmarked graves. Anyway, this revelation started with Dexter Wade's unaliving in March 2023, in which a police officer fatally hit him. Shockingly, his family was not informed of his demise, and he was buried without their knowledge. Activist Arthur Silky Slim Reed, working alongside attorney Ben Crump, sheds light on the distressing details. Okay, so it says Wade's case took a disturbing turn when it was revealed that he had identification on him. Y'all remember I was telling y'all about that story. This identification was given to the lead detective by the medical examiner. However, the detective claimed to have called without receiving an answer and took no further action. Reed says the situation in Mississippi is deeply troubling, with 6 additional bodies now discovered in similar unmarked graves. Reed describes the grim scene at the burial site where buzzards flew overhead. The bodies were placed in shallow graves without embalming, leading to a disturbing stench that attracted scavengers. He emphasizes the inhumanity of such treatment and calls for a more dignified handling of the deceased. The families affected were not notified, and many still believe their loved ones were missing. Reed emphasizes that this issue extends beyond race, as both white and black individuals are buried in the same manner. The lack of identification in the practice of assigning only numbers to the graves further compound the anguish of the families involved. All right? Despite the alarming nature of these revelations, a humane resolution is needed. Reed Crump and attorney Denise Week advocate advocate for a federal investigation to uncover the truth behind these unmarked graves. They also advocate for the potential violation of civil rights in cases like Dexter Wade's. That's the dude that the police unalive and then buried at his body without even notifying his mom or anything. They claim they notified him, just like I said, but they really probably didn't. In Dexter Ray's case, numerous civil rights were violated. These included failing to notify the family and burying him without permission, despite knowing his identity. Reed expressed deep concern about the actions taken by the authorities, considering an ongoing lawsuit involving the police. Okay. The families affected are demanding justice and transparency. And you know, that entire story is basically crazy. And also, what did these people succumb to? Okay, what happened to these people who are buried in that in those shallow graves? That's kind of weird. Anyway, Veronica says someone needs to shut this from the rooftops. Need to shout this from the rooftops. We need to be seeing this on every damn news station there is. So many families are going to be destroyed over this, but at least some will find out where their loved ones are. Sad to see this, you know what, in today's world. Maybe 60 years ago, but now with all these communication systems, we have internet, cell phones, social media. Sad, sad, sad. And it's cold in here, man. Whew. Somebody else said, let's get top notch news coverage on this. How insane can you be? What if this was your family? Prayers and justice for all of the families. Jessica said, some kind of corruption here. Crazy, we still have stuff this deep. People are just walking around, not paying attention to their surroundings. Somebody else said, if they are pedos, child, you know what, child murders, or serial killers, or rapists, who cares? As for the others, damn, that's so disrespectful to do them like that. Okay, somebody else says some of them maybe deserved it, but in this case, it says more about the people that did it. Regardless of who was just thrown in there, it says a lot about the kind of people that worked there, and it's incredibly shameful. Okay, so they argue back and forth about that statement. He still said she can say whatever she wants to. They still need they are exactly where they should be if they have did anything to kids or all the other stuff that I named. Point blank. Okay. But anyway, I hope justice is served, you know, for all of the parents, loved ones of the people who were buried in these unmarked graves and their relatives were not notified. So hopefully, you know, they can do something about it, you know, and hold these the people who are involved in covering this up should be held accountable. Okay, and hopefully justice will be, you know, initiated and carried out. All right, and my prayers are with all of the family members who are affected by that as well. All right, so we've been on here 54 minutes, y'all. This time is going by kind of slow tonight, but it's cool because I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up, and then we're gonna get ready to get out of here because I'm so damn tired. This is ridiculous. Let's see here. Okay, so the next story is the last one, I believe, because I think we covered everything. You know, we did the bodies, all that. So yeah, this one right here, y'all, is regarding um, Virginia Jeffrey, who says that Epstein paid her $15,000 to have, you know what, with Prince Andrew. All right, $15,000. I want to know if somebody offered you 15,000. to have an entanglement with some old man, or any man for that matter, but certainly this old dude. How many of you guys, girls, would actually do this? Anyway, um, Virginia Jeffrey said she was paid 15,000 by Jeffrey Epstein for having you know what with Prince Andrew when she was 17 years old. Although the prince has consistently denied the accusations, insisting he has no memory of ever meeting Jeffrey, he paid her a reputed $14 million to settle a lawsuit she brought against him alleging sexual abuse. Now, I'm not going to read what the allegations she made in the 2016 deposition. Okay, I'm just gonna let you guys know what she was saying regarding the 15,000. Okay, so here we go. Jeffrey was asked if she had received any payment from Epstein for the alleged encounter with Andrew. She replied by saying, "Yes, I did receive $15,000. I don't know what equivalent that is to pounds. I received it in American dollars." "And you didn't pay taxes on that?" she was asked. And she said, "No," she replied. Okay. She also alleged that former President Bill Clinton must have been aware that Epstein was abusing underage girls as a visitor to the financier's home, because visitors to Epstein's home would notice new pictures everywhere, including young girls doing things to each other that would be considered child pornography. If you walked into Jeffrey's Epstein's house and you went in there, you could continue to be you excuse me, and you went in there and you continued to be an acquaintance of his, then you would have to know what was going on there. Now, she was asked if this made Clinton a witness to, you know what, abuse. Jeffrey replied, yes, he would be a witness because he knew what my purpose there was for Jeffrey, and he visited Jeffrey's island. She also added, there's pictures of new girls all around the house at all of his houses, and it's something that Jeffrey Epstein wasn't shy about admitting to people. So that's crazy, y'all. That is crazy. So allegedly he offered her, he paid her $15,000 to have, you know what, with that old ass dude when she was only 17 years old. Hey, J4, thank you for coming in. That is crazy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I could have did it. I'm just be perfectly honest. 17. I remember when I was 17. There's no way, no way. 15,000. That's a lot of money. But still, I just couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm wondering how many of you ladies out there, even men, if somebody offered you $15,000 to get with somebody that's old as ever, could you do it? You know what I'm saying? Could you do it? Period. You know, and clearly they didn't pay her enough, because if they would have, maybe she wouldn't be out here telling anything. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said if they paid her and she did it, she should not have gotten a penny from her suing the prince. She was acting like a hooker, 17 years old. She knew better. Okay, somebody else said agreed. At 17, I knew right from wrong. She knew better. Where was her parents? Okay, Jose said, are you out of your mind? She was still a minor at that age. That is very easily manipulated or influenced by money. I doubt very strongly that she was told that she would be paid a large sum for having you know what, even if she was. Don't be jealous because you didn't have the opportunity, have that same opportunity. Shaking my damn head. Okay. But anyway, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know how she did it. I mean, you know, that money probably be looking good and stuff. So, she just probably went for it, but I don't know. This is so weird to me. You understand what I'm saying? See, everybody's saying she took a payment for what, but people are still saying that she was a kid. Okay, so let's see what this person is saying. So Justin says this: Virginia Jeffrey was 17 and lived with her boyfriend when she claimed Epstein abused her and when she slept with Prince Andrew, old enough to know right from wrong. If Epstein paid her 15K, she would no longer be dependent on him. That was a lot of money back then. Not sure I believe it. It would make more sense if he paid her a little money, knowing she would run out and need to come back. So that's tripped out. Yes, it is. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna let you guys know, the outcome of all this other stuff, as the information come to me through Newsbreak or whatever sources that I look up or whatever the case is. I'm getting ready to get out of here because I'm kind of tired tonight. Go ahead and take a shower. I don't even know if I'm gonna do the rest of my exercises because I'm kind of tired and stuff. So I'm just gonna go in here and take a shower and go to bed. I forgot last night I was up until like 4 o'clock in the morning. Then I did wake up at about 8 something. So that's probably why I'm tired. I forgot I didn't get that much sleep last night. So I'm getting ready to get off of here and get ready to go ahead and take a shower and get ready to take myself to bed because I am definitely tired. Again, recapping what we went over tonight, we talked about the $15,000 that was offered to Virginia Jeffrey allegedly for her to engage in an entanglement with Prince Andrew. Prince Andrew denied all of these allegations, and however, he did settle the lawsuit for, I believe, I forgot how many millions they said. So I don't know, y'all. That's weird. Okay, the next thing we talked about briefly was just about the bodies that were found in Jackson, Mississippi, in shallow graves. 215 people was buried without being embalmed in shallow graves. All right, we talked about that tonight. We also talked about the man who executed his ex's new boyfriend. He dressed up like he pretended like he was a delivery person. So clearly, he must have been um, I don't know what he did, but I just know he was acting as a delivery person. He lured the man outside the home and then he proceeded to gun him down, unalive him. Okay. And then we also talked about Cat Williams. And I just went over a few topics about him, what he said about Deion Sanders, what another comedian said, that they should get them all together. All the comedians that Cat Williams was talking about, get them all together and they do a joke, what do they call it? A joke battle. And I agree that they should do that. And the person who wins is the winner over the whole thing, over the whole situation. So, maybe they will do it. I don't know. But anyway, that's the stuff that we talked about tonight, y'all. I'm about to fall asleep here on the camera because I don't even know what I just said a few minutes ago. Shit. But anyway, y'all, if y'all enjoyed this content, don't forget the thumbs up. Also, hit the bell notification so you get notified of any upcoming videos and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. If you want to show support to this channel, you can do that by doing the cash out to $Shades2. Other than that, guys, we are getting ready to get out of here. I'm going to try to do a live. Tomorrow's Thursday, right? So I'm taking off tomorrow unless something major happens. And then I'll come back on Friday with another live. Y'all go check out my other video that I did earlier, and check out my videos that I did yesterday. Check out my shorts videos, and you can check me out on TikTok at Shades2. All right. Thank y'all so much for tuning in tonight. Y'all, I've been laughing tonight, but I'm not even gonna go into it. But anyway, again, thank you for tuning in. Y'all have a good night, and I'll see y'all on Friday, unless something major happens tomorrow where I need to tell y'all. Happy and blessed Thursday as well, okay? Peace out, y'all, and I'll talk to y'all later. All right, good night. And oh, J4, thank you for tuning in too. I forgot to tell you that again, hon. Thank you so much for tuning in. And also thanks to Carl is here for tuning in. I appreciate you both. And thanks to everybody in the bushes and everybody who watches this in the replay. Y'all have a good night, and I'll see you guys later. I got to change all this stuff back. Let's take Carla's here message over here. All right. Wait, y'all. Let me do this real quick. Oh, my God. Let's see. Where's the thing at? Hold on. Let me put this one up here because I don't even know what the shit this is up here, y'all. Hold on. Okay. Yeah. Oh, that was my bracelet. Okay, let's see. All right, guys, we are getting ready to get out of here now. All right, and I'll see y'all again on Friday unless something major happened where I need to tell you guys about it. All right. All right. Let me go ahead and see somebody else left a message. Let me see who this is. Hey, Iceman. Go. Did you check out my live that I did earlier? You need to go check that out and stuff. All right. And I gotta check you out tonight too. If I don't check you out tonight, I'll check you out tomorrow because I'm kind of sleepy tonight and stuff. But yeah, thank you for stopping by, Iceman, showing support. I'm getting ready to end this live, and you can go check out the replay if you like. And I'll see you guys, like I said, on Friday, unless something major happens or I just get bored when I come home, and I'll let you guys know if I come on or not. All right. Other than that, guys, y'all have a good night, and I'll see y'all tomorrow or either Friday. All right. Peace out. Let's see. Let me turn this up, y'all. Good night.